there are traditional roles where Africans, let's start with that.
I don't believe in tradition. What are you talking about?
I'm seeing African women in Africa who you will go to work in the morning at 5, come back at 5 p.m. and they are watching Telemundo. Most of the traditional domesticated roles, especially in Nigeria and Africa today, can be outsourced very cheaply.
I stand on the hill that this tradition was created by men, and they are the ones that will keep on hammering on traditional. Meanwhile, it can change.
Hello, welcome to Base Bars. It is time for us to get another verdict from you. And today's conversation is something that you would sit close, you sit on the edge for the final outcome. And as always, we like to get your response. But just for a teaser, at the end of this time, we will find out whose turn it is to make breakfast or even serve it, or even get the children to school. You still don't get an idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, let's meet these guys now. Hey, Ajin, how are you doing?
Hi.
Ajin, it look like you came prepared for a fight today, right?
I'm waiting for what you have to tell
okay.
For me.
All right, before I unveil that, I want to say welcome, Wale.
How you doing, guys?
I'm awesome. Yeah, I like your hat this time.
Yes, I'm trying to represent.
Okay.
The fight today is...
Oh, you came prepared. I can see that. All right, so it's ready there now. I'm just trying to give you a clue. This is all about, should men get involved in chores in the house, domestic chores, just to put it straight. This is what it is. So, for starters, Ajin, I'll come to you. Now, when you set out in a relationship, and even let's say a boyfriend now matures into being a husband, what were those things physically you were looking for aside from love? So at what point does love is not enough now, and then a man needs to get involved in chores in the house?
Okay, so for me, in a man, the first thing I want to see is that you are a go-getter. So even if you're not wealthy, you should be able to rise up and do things. So that spirit, that grit is enough for someone to say, this person is taking charge. Just like that caveman spirit where you go to hunt.
Yes.
That is your own style of providing. But if you're laid back, you're just relaxing, you're just anyhow, nah. That for me is not even anything to look out for, apart from your pockets. I mean, I don't really care about your pockets. It's important because I'm also making my own money on the side or doing my own thing. So your pocket is not my priority. My priority is, can you survive time? Can you survive hardship? Can you survive everything that's going to come?
Okay, well, it's looking like this role, they want to change the roles for us. They won't change them for us at this point. So it's looking like from being a provider to being someone who should be able to nail meals together. And you are going to accept this role?
I think that in this situation, we all just need to define what works for us.
Okay.
Every relationship with their own semantics and with their own issues and the balance.
Yes.
What I have a problem with is when you meet an alpha male, you know he's an alpha male, you fell in love with an alpha male, you married an alpha male, and after you have married an alpha male, you now want to domesticate an alpha male. I think that's where I have the problem. If that's what you want, find that guy. Because there are guys like that. I mean, there are guys who love to cook. There are even guys who are not that much of a go-getter, but they can cook, they can do school runs, they can clean the house while you go do the money-making ventures. I've heard of guys like that. I even know people who are doing such and have such arrangements, and they're happy, so to say. My own is, please, let's understand these roles. Let's pick them well from day one. I just want to wake up one day, my wife has watched one YouTube video where somebody's saying, oh, see him washing plates. All of a sudden now, the ideas, somebody's telling me, why are you not washing plates?
I have a problem with that word.
Okay.
Domesticate.
Yeah.
Are you an animal?
So
What am I trying to? I don't get it.
Yeah, but I mean,
Because animals are the domesticate now.
and so why am I mean, there are traditional roles. We're Africans. Let's start with that. We're Africans. There are traditional roles.
No.
Yes, there are now. I mean, leave tradition.
Okay, now
leave tradition.
okay, what is
Bible.
tradition?
let's get to the traditional roles.
The
What's
traditional
the
roles.
Yes.
Traditional roles.
Is the man is the
Olori-Ebi is the head of the house.
He's the head of the house.
Mhm.
He's the provider of the house.
Yes.
Let's just use an example of our old traditional system. The man is typically a hunter, a farmer, a blacksmith, or whatever he is. He goes out, sorts that out. The woman stays in the house, either markets the goods that he has brought back from the farm, or she sells the meat that he has killed, takes care of the children, and manages the house, which includes cleaning, which includes cooking, which includes the other room, and so many other assigned roles that we are all clear about. And traditionally, most of our mothers were housewives. I mean,
Enduring.
over time. Yes, it was
They
enduring.
were
but
enduring.
enduring as housewives.
Yeah.
Do you think providing is an easy job? We can switch it to. It's easy now.
And if you switch it, women will do fantastic.
So why are they not doing it?
They're doing it right now.
No, how many of them? When you see want me to be washing plates, come on now. Look, my own problem is, you see, this problem where torchlighting is small. I have a friend who is complaining that the wife is now saying that if he cannot wash plates, now they want to be using paper plates inside their house.
Well,
so it's all disposable.
solution.
No, nobody has to wash plates now.
Solution.
Solution.
Technology.
How can I? This is you just dropped a very serious.
No, it's serious. So.
How can I? When if we are somewhere at peak, how can I be living like one on a picnic
Why
at a picnic
not?
venue in my house?
Why not?
Look, what has happened is that technology has done a lot for domestication. Now there are robots that clean the floor for you and mop the floor.
Thank you.
There are dishwashers that can wash the dishes. I don't think there are robots that cleans table and chair yet. Do you understand? But we might get there one day. But what it is now is that most of the traditional domesticated roles, especially in Nigeria and Africa today, can be outsourced very cheaply. You can get a house girl now who is cleaning the house. You can get a cook who is cooking. You can get a gardener who is doing all of this. So if I am still the one paying for this cook and gardener and everything, what concerns me with washing plates?
Where is the assumption that you're the one paying?
The assumption.
Yes.
I'm discussing come on. Majority of men are the ones that
I don't know.
Majority. We're discussing majority.
In what age? In what time? Not now.
A lot
Definitely
of
not
women
now.
still want baby girl lifestyle. Even when they make their money, they don't want their money to
Our
be.
money is our money.
Yes, which is okay. We're not fighting you. Your money is your money. Do what you like with it. Support when you can or when you feel you need to. That's the deal we have signed. Because the day I talk about your money, you'll be asking me why. So it's okay. My own is, I don't want to hear about cleaning. I don't want to hear about, if I am not there to do it, that your money that you say you have, use it to pay somebody to do it.
Okay, Ajin seems to have a whole lot to get off her chest, and I'd like you to add this to it in response to all the things that Wale has talked about now. That look, let's not forget, there are people who are traditionally alpha male,
Yes.
and look, see, you can't bend them. When the wood is too dry already, that's not the point you can begin to bend it. So I like you. At what point does a woman move from, oh, I want his abs to be 6 packs, to going to like, oh, he must be able to wash the plates, do dishes, and take care of the children for him to look romantic?
So I have this theory, and it's my theory, that any man that has expectations of women's chores in a household is only projecting. You are projecting, because how can you take a person who lived in her own house, probably never saw her parents or her mother clean, or they always had maybe like house helps, and then you expect that she should be able to do those things because you are a traditional man, or you're one thing that I don't know where you fell from. You are projecting. Why are you expecting?
Did you pick
And if
this
someone
person?
tells you that they don't do these things, you can't force it.
Why are you in the relationship?
it is common sense and common hygiene
No.
that you clean up after yourself.
No, it is not.
It is.
It's not.
And when family dynamics come into play, you have to split those roles.
Yes.
Because you cannot expect someone to see, because now let's face it, women are now working the same jobs that men are working. And then I come back home and you still want me to be carrying of the children up and down and doing everything. We will split those roles. So if I'm the one running the errands, you'll be the one cleaning the house.
Okay, so I need us to clarify something so that we don't mix it up. There's the African context and there is the foreign context. A lot of our African men are out there and they are domesticated. Honestly, they
Against
are.
their will.
Some of them, there is no choice because they can't afford a house girl or a cook, or so it's clear. Yeah, I mean, because they can't afford it. In Africa, we can afford it. How much is house girl? 50k, 60k. Some are even collecting 15,000. If they bring them from Cotonou, it's 25,000. We know you can pay one girl in your house and you shout on this girl from morning till night, which is what a lot of women do, which is okay. My own is, if I am going to be domesticated, what else are we changing in our traditional male-female dynamics? You just don't choose what you are changing. Let's throw everything down. What are these roles? Let's first of all identify what they are, and then let's know where we are mixing it up.
Yeah, Jane, so now, who dresses the bed? Let's even get, because these are roles. Yes, of course.
The last person to stand up
Now wow.
who dressed the bed.
Because
if imagine I get up early every morning to probably get the kids ready, and then you carry your lazy ass, you just get up and then you just leave it. Now.
Look,
clean up after yourself. It's just logical.
All I will advise is this: make sure if there is a questionnaire or survey that you need to do for the man before you marry him, to know these things, because these are things that can cause problem. I can't even. I'm sure in my teenage years, my mother used to beat me to lay bed, and I even never did. In my adult years, maybe in the last 20 years, I have not laid a bed. But my greatest welcome back home is a laid bed. If I get home and the bed is not laid, you spoiled my evening. But my expectation is not that the wife or the girlfriend lays the bed. My expectation is that you are in charge of the house and you get it done. However you want to get it done, whoever you want to pay, however it happens, I don't want to be getting involved in those tiny details. If you want to pay somebody and you need me to pay the person, I'm open to it. I don't want to. If I want a house girl, I know where to get a house girl. So I'm just saying that, but please, it's your job now. It is your deal inside this relationship.
So if you damn somebody that cannot lay bed, what do you do?
It's a deal breaker for me now. If you cannot lay bed, so it's
the person used to lay the bed before. All of a sudden, you just realize that this man, every time you just stand up and you just change the dynamics. Anything that happens with exchange in relationships now. You ticked all those boxes. It looked nice at the beginning, and then over time it becomes overbearing, and you're like, come to think
am I
of
the
it.
house girl inside this house?
Am I the wife or am I the maid?
But honestly, these things we talk about, isn't service also supposed to be part of love language?
See, we're discussing love. What about the relationship itself? Has nothing to do with love. It is a partnership that is supposed to raise kids and push some people to a new life. We're supposed to raise kids, prepare them for life and move on. Live love. And there are rules in this particular formation.
Determined by men.
No, determined by tradition and history.
I don't believe in tradition. What are you talking about?
You don't believe in tradition?
No, I do not believe in tradition.
So please, pick the guy well from day one. From day one. That's my advice.
Then men should also not want traditional women, because if you cannot even, there are also men that just want somebody that they can be passing down rules to.
Yes, now, so don't go and meet the guy that is an alpha male that wants the wife. I know men.
Alpha man is looking for what? Somebody you can domesticate.
No, so somebody that was trained domestically in their mother's house.
That is slavery.
It is not slavery now.
No,
I am not forcing you. I am not forcing you.
Because it is an expectation.
Yes, it's that I communicate and you agree to from the start of the relationship. And halfway, you are now changing
no,
up.
alpha to alpha. Let's not even go anywhere.
Alpha to alpha.
Yes.
Hey, look.
Nobody will do any work.
Look. I know relationships where there is no domestication of any sort because you have people doing it. But there is still oversight. Do you understand? So, for instance, now, I have a cook in the house. Should I be discussing what they are buying inside market with the cook?
Why not?
Or the wife should be the one discussing
You don't want to know what's going in your stomach.
What is our job that house?
What is wrong with having
knowledge of what you're consuming?
Let me tell you my role in that kitchen. My role in the kitchen is, can we have a timetable for food in the house? What kind of food would I like to eat? I will discuss it, explain my tummy and all my issues with my food. And then you will give me a bill and I will pay and say, okay, good. I'd like my meals before 7 p.m. in the evening. I'd like a cup of coffee when I go out at 6 a.m. in the morning. Maybe if you give me some snacks in the office, I don't mind. I'll have that conversation. Don't forget, I'm not asking you to become the cook inside the house if you don't or can't cook. I'm just saying I have to pay somebody to do it. But please supervise the person. By paying somebody, which is agreed, everybody's happy, Abby. Then, that is assuming that you can't do it and you don't know how to do it. I love you enough. But please supervise now. Spend time in that kitchen. It's your work now.
Now, I'm worried if men can serve breakfast during their relationship and you would just serve her while she's still in bed.
It's a love language. It's okay.
Yeah, so why can't that translate later on, even after the role changes and becomes man and wife, and then you can as well still go to the kitchen and make her that breakfast you've done while you wake up?
Look, we're talking roles now. We're not talking what I do because I want to.
Okay, there are things you do because you want to.
Yes, I can wake up in the morning and decide that, she's having cramps, she's doing this. I'll do breakfast in bed. If she will be able to eat the food that I make, which is a different issue entirely. Can I even cook? Do you understand?
It's a life skill.
I don't know how to cook now. I'm upfront about it.
Cookbooks now. That's just lazy.
So yes, I agree. I want to be lazy in that area. I can afford to pay a cook, so I want to be lazy.
He can pay for his.
Yes, now I can pay for it.
Then why do you need someone to supervise? Because you're gonna pay a professional.
Before I marry you,
fair now to also pay for someone to also supervise.
Why you're employing this?
Before I marry you, I was supervising the person. No?
Yes.
Okay, imagine this now. You hired someone.
Yeah.
Let's say you own a business and you're probably the head of something in the business. You supervise people as well.
Yes.
Now you hire a cook. What stops you from supervising the cook in the kitchen as well? Nothing. You employ that labor.
So now,
to supervise that labor.
What we're saying is, if the guy, so let me give you a true life example. Before I got married, I had a chef, and the chef just used to throw me bills, and I used to just pay. Because really, I don't know how much pepper is. I don't know this one, that one. When I got married, I couldn't believe the difference in expense. Because now, we didn't need as much as I was paying for. And even this, I'll give this girl money, she'll go to the market, come back, and she'll still tell me, I added my money on this, on that, and I will pay. The food was great. I got the service when I wanted it. I was properly arranged, but I didn't know. With proper supervision from a woman who was trained to cook by her mother, but has decided that I really don't want to be a slave in anybody's house, which is okay, and I agree with you. I didn't marry you because of your food skills. I married you because of your brain and beauty and other things, which I'm good with. But please, show workings. Show small workings, not too much. You don't even have to go to the market if you don't want to. But please, supervise it. Make sure that they are not cheating us as a family, since you are the one that doesn't want to cook.
Now, there's a survey I saw that men who tend to assist their wives in the kitchen tend to have this happiness they get when they come back home, and they also get a kind of submissiveness.
They are looking for a houseboy.
It's normal. Working together with your wife in certain things, there is family bonding. if you have kids, you're showing example of how to be a gentleman, how to, just all of those things are part of life. So whether or not you have a cook or you have someone that's doing anything for you, it's a foundational problem somewhere of where boys and men are not taught to look after themselves because they have expectations, back again to expectations. You don't just carry yourself and throw in a relationship and you think that the woman that you're with is going to be the one to do all those things. I can't show you the way on how to live your life. I want to expect that as you were born, as you were growing, if you went to university, if you went to secondary school, all of those things, you have matured enough to understand how to live by yourself and take care of yourself. So you don't even need me to teach you and to do these things. So that when I even come into your space, for instance, I am open to doing them willingly. Not because there's one lazy person there who expects me to work and do certain things for him in the house because I'm a woman.
Okay, so do you believe in separation of duties in a house, or you don't believe in separation of duties?
I believe in separation of duties.
Okay, what are the male duties and what are the female duties?
I don't believe in male and female duties.
Okay, so what's the separation?
I believe in which one is your strength.
Yes.
If my husband is better at cooking than I am, you take over. Okay. If I'm better at cleaning, I take over. That's what I believe in.
So what if I tell you that I can't clean, I can't cook?
It's not possible. I will ask you now from the beginning.
But I can't cook and I can't clean.
What kind of human being is that?
It's very possible now.
Who raised you?
Has he gotten the okay now?
No, it's the truth.
I can't cook now.
Okay,
I can't cook, I can't clean now.
You are just so you sat down in your mother's house if you grow up with your parents and you're just eating.
Exactly what I was doing.
You don't even think that you want to learn the dynamics of how the food is being made.
No, I'm not interested.
We need to raise better men in society.
Let's even because you mentioned role. I like to also draw this now because you said it depends on the role. So aren't we heading to this point where someday the men may also be looked upon to say, you know what, men can as well also carry pregnancies as well?
If they can, please, by all means. If they can even be on their period, take it.
Look,
we give it to you.
Because that's a role.
Collect that pain and you will run back.
And that role is a natural role. You also want to run away from that?
Mr. Omas, where she's going is very far. And so that's why we need to start stopping them now. I have heard of women now. I have a friend whose wife has decided that she doesn't want to spoil her body by giving birth.
Which is fine.
So they are using surrogates to have a child.
Science.
And he loves her enough to do it.
Exactly.
I congratulate him a lot for spending that kind of money to make the wife feel good. The funny thing is that it's the same wife that is asking for paper plates because she doesn't want to cook. She doesn't want to wash plates. You understand? My own is that once you start, where they are going is still far. Yes, they will just be doing it small. From
so because I like
me.
one brand, I cannot like another brand.
No, now
I will keep liking what I like now.
The thing about it
comfort is key.
If there is strategy, then all of us should have strategy. Do you understand? All of us should have strategy. Because once you start playing that kind of hand for me, you think I don't have hand to play? I want a second wife.
Oh, wow.
Yes, now.
No, there is always, when it comes to things like this, they always look for an escape.
It's not escape
for you.
It's not escape.
Trying to escape.
You play your own. And
then you will go to the next problem.
Yes.
There's no difference. And you will take another wife. And another wife. And to keep going like that until you reach roadblock.
There's no roadblock now. They will be giving birth to women till we all die.
The person that will still run mad is not women.
But the person who would also come to become second wife is a woman, not a man.
Yes, now. And I will pick that one well. That one will be domesticated to the core.
Alliance. It will you don't know anything.
Oh God. What's that new one going around now? Shine Ladies Club. Shine Ladies Club. I want to be a patron of sort. I want to support women who believe that the man is the alpha. Because the way I've seen Shine Ladies Club, I'm not sure of their income capacities. They have accepted that, look, I am not an independent woman, I am not good. I am just here to serve you while you take care of me. That's our agreement. I can give you house girl to support you. I can find you a car to support you. I can give you all the paraphernalia you need. But please, do your roles. I will be open to it. If there's a woman out there who is willing to even, yes, please send us an email. I'll be willing to take a second wife if you can be very domesticated. And I'll also pay your membership fees of Shine Ladies Club.
But this is to both of us, and also looking at it from this angle, that getting our male children to get this idea of being able to do certain basics.
Yeah.
Do you think it is something it's overrated or overflowed?
Look, ask yourself a very funny question. Kind of funny. How many types of food do we eat in our house? Honestly, the average household doesn't have more than 5 types of food that they eat. 5 is all that they eat. We even have situations now where they will be cooking for the whole week. Do you understand? Which, stale food. It's okay. We can all adjust.
Stale?
Come on now.
If it's refrigerated, it's not stale.
Please now.
Stale
fresh
food
is fresh
food
now.
That they put in a can.
Fresh is fresh now.
Buy the food from the shelf
Oh my
in a
God.
can. That is stale food.
Look.
They put chemical to keep it safe. Why are you seeing
there is what you pay for, and there's what you manage. Before I got married, trust me, I had a chef that would go to the market every day. I wanted my fish, today's fish. I don't eat ice fish. You go to the market, to the market, to the fish market, buy it that day. Do you understand? You buy the vegetable that day, you buy the pepper that day, you make the food that day. I will not eat food that was made yesterday, today.
Amazing.
Because I can afford it and I can pay for it. And really, what is your job? Really, you are sitting in the house from morning till night. I only eat in the evening.
For a housewife.
No, I'm discussing a chef now. I'm discussing a chef. Yes. Okay. So I'm not telling you that
this is how our grandfathers live.
Yes.
Food once it gets to the neck, they don't eat it.
After I got married, do you know what happened? I stopped getting my daily food.
Oops.
Now they start cooking and putting inside freezer. And they'll be warming it and giving me. But there is a house girl. There's wife, and there's cook, and there's house girl. And yet, I am still getting food that is 1 week old.
Home management.
What's happen?
Home management.
No.
Stressful cooking every day.
I complain. What are we paying somebody for now? We are paying somebody now. We're paying somebody now.
Manage time.
No. What's the
source? Manage so many things.
What is the person doing? The person is sleeping all day now. What's the person doing really? We cannot go to market. Go to market now. Buy fresh fish for me now. Then they kill goats, ram and cow every day. I want to eat the meat with blood inside.
Hey, wait.
I want to eat the meat with blood, and it's not an expensive venture, really.
Yeah.
It's so easy to achieve now. How much is the chef earning? Honestly, how much is it? It's not much now. We can manage it. I mean, for the amount of work we do. These are small perks that maybe it's only in Africa you can enjoy. Because outside there, can you even afford a chef? No. Because of labor laws. Can you afford a nanny? You can't. But here, how much is it? I know people that will give you, that will have 3 kids and 3 house nannies now.
But Ajin, just to also bring this into perspective, relationships have crumbled and marriages have been broken for the inability of a woman to adapt, to say, you know what, this is what it means. There must be someone who takes that role that, the modern woman today is trying to run away from, not being a slave. But why do you call that slavery when it is this is the house you live in, you're married or you're in a relationship with the person, and yet you see that as being slavery?
Some people have just been scarred with a lot of, like things that have happened to them in the past, or certain things that they have seen growing up, or just living everyday life. And you notice that you might see more bad stories than good ones. And which is why, African men will always want this kind of thing. This is their theory in Africa. They would never take it out of Africa because dynamics are different. When you relocate, your power that you used to open shoulder here is not the same. Because you find out that life over there, in terms of finances, in terms of living, is different. But you come back here, you're roaring like a lion. Everything is standing.
Now only for my house, I feel raw now. Come on now.
But when you go away, when you relocate, when you change locations to countries where they also favor you, you are washing the dishes and being loyal and helpful. I say, yes. I'll wash that.
It's totally understandable what you're saying.
Why can't you take? Why does tradition change when you change your location? Why can't you keep it?
When you are in Rome, you behave like the Romans.
It's nothing like that.
How can you be in Nigeria and behaving like Pope John Paul?
Oh, okay. So your tradition only is existent in your country.
It's existent outside, but the conditions in this country, I can't.
It's not embedded in you. It is something that it's your daily life. It traditionally becomes a part of you. Why is it following you to a foreign land? Why is it staying in the country there where you feel like you can dominate?
No. Let me explain this to you. These are, internationally recognized dynamics where in Nigeria, you expect the woman to be domesticated and handle all the chores. Out there, it's not such, because first of all, there is no house girl issue, except you are rich enough to afford it. Most people can't. So both parents have to get involved. And loads of dads are sit-at-home dads. Maybe they work from home, or do you understand? The woman doesn't have maybe a hybrid situation. So it kind of works. And in that situation, there are no arguments. If the wife is not available to clean the house, I will do what I can. I will pick up the kids from school, manage the situation, because in this case, we're partners. But that is given that the woman is productive and earning and supporting the house in whatever way. But I'm seeing African women in Africa who you will go to work in the morning at 5, come back at 5 p.m. and they are watching Telemundo. What kind of, and it is when I get home at 5 o'clock, they are now telling me, there's no pepper, and I really can't even go to market again today. Let them make indomie for you to eat. What is that?
Why are you living in a house without even knowing what is in your house?
What am I doing? You are watching Telemundo now. How would you know what is inside the kitchen?
You cannot go to your kitchen and even just observe.
So what's your work now?
Now, but in fairness, the dynamics you just mentioned now, men are living through it as we speak now. They come back from work and they come back to cook.
Yes. And the woman has not been doing anything all day. They wake up at 10 a.m. in the morning. An average woman today that doesn't have a job wakes up at 10 a.m.
A woman that has no kids yet, right? That's what.
What are you talking about? You do school runs. You wake up at.
You think that is not work?
I haven't said it's not work.
Dress kids in the morning.
But I wake up.
Go out.
I wake up, dress myself up, and go to work.
One child is work.
One child is work.
And one or two. Oh yes.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So after the child has gone to school, what happens? What are you really doing after you have dropped the child?
I will relax first now.
You relax.
And then go there.
Maybe go back to bed, Abby.
Why not?
And call Silifa fry egg for me.
Because why not?
Exactly.
Silifa is there to work, isn't she?
Yes. But then just add to your chores that there's a man who has gone to hustle. Ingo chopo. Waiting Ingo chop. Be nice. Send him a message while at work. What are you eating today? This is what we have.
Is he not hungry? Can he not send a message that
look,
this is what I want to
do you know what's happening? All that needs to happen is for one girl in the office to start bringing food.
There is an office wife.
Oh.
You should be
now vacancy.
So people think that it is only men that can have one girl. Women too now.
It's okay now.
Why are we sending food to their son or that?
It's okay now.
In our lives.
Look, in the end, everybody will go to their mama house.
It's been real.
I cannot be paying for mess.
I will give you what you are giving me.
No, all I'm saying is, please, before we enter, let's agree. Don't agree that you will do do the chores or handle or supervise the chores, and when we get inside, the changing
Please
mouth.
change, oh.
Please, no.
One day you can go out and you don't have leg again. Something will happen to
I
you.
have a girlfriend,
Reality is
a relationship
changing.
Yeah.
who will come weekends or does all the cleaning and cooking, and then 2 years down the line, a kid is in the picture already, and then she suddenly realizes that she can't multitask any longer, and then she can't do it any longer.
Omas, are you married?
No, I'm not married.
I understand why now.
Yes.
Because these women nowadays, once you discuss cooking and cleaning, they are not going to tell you anything. They will just disappear.
Career women.
No, they will just not discuss it. A lot of them, some women will be nice enough to tell you, no, I won't do that. No, I won't do that. Some of them just walk out.
Exactly.
It's a deal breaker. Once you start mentioning it, that maybe how to wash clothes, they don't even want to hear it. You must have a washing machine. Some are even insisting on a dishwasher in the house. Some are insisting on the robots that cleans the floor. They just want baby girl treatment.
Don't you like easy life yourself?
So you find the guy now. Don't come and drag me
to the mop and to be cleaning.
Look, all I'm saying is this. Find the guy that can do it for you. Make sure he works in oil and gas and can afford it. Do you understand? Don't go and find a guy who is earning 400,000 naira, 350,000, and then insist that he should go and get you somebody that can't even muster the money to pay band A NEPA bills. That is struggling with band A.
Life happens, Sha.
Life
happens that you change decisions that you have.
No, you can't now. It's not. You can't change in the middle of it.
Things happen.
If you want to change, then you find the funds to make it change or make it work.
If you don't have the funds and somebody has more funds than you, why not now?
We'll drag the video into this already, and that is spend my money, mismanage the funds for me.
Thank you.
When the fund is limitless now. Do you understand?
If one person is doing better than the other and you need things to work, why not make it work?
So if it's the man that's sleeping at home now and you are the one going to work, coming back, you are not asking him how far we.
Why is the man sleeping at home?
Exactly.
Exactly. Because anytime a man sleeps at home, he's not doing any work. Like he can't even clean. It's different.
No, if you are the one making the money, if you are the one making the money, honestly, I don't know how to do the work, but I can supervise the work. I don't mind. I mean, when I say you are the one making the money, I mean good money. Do you understand? I mean, if you earn 8 million, 10 million a month, you can give me allowance of 2 million, 3 million a month just to be chilling. I would remove your shoes from the door. And then, massage you every day and do everything. See our jobs that we have today. The jobs we have, and we wake up at 6 a.m. and go and do and come back at 8, 9. Is it not better to be cleaning your wife's feet at home for 2 million naira than to be going to one work and earning 500,000? It's slavery across board.
No, even at that, even a man that is not working will not agree to do like house chores. It's just their nature to believe that house chores does not belong to
No, please. Men are changing. Men are changing.
Like that.
It's just value.
Even up to today.
It's just value.
On Twitter recently, there was a story just like that.
Now, there's this societal expectation when a man is seen doing things that are supposed to be traditionally for a woman.
Yes.
There's this thing like, okay, she has put him under the armpit, and that's not.
It's still same men making these
look now. I know
themselves under pressure.
I know women today.
Live your life exists.
I know women today who still kneel down to give their husband food, who still kneel down for their husband in the morning. When they wake up, he goes see, good morning, Daddy, good morning, sir. There are traditional roles. These women have taken all these powers away from us. When we were growing up and they were telling us, work hard and marry, take care of your family. They told us that, look, when you are taking care of the family, don't worry, these are all the perks that comes with it. Now, where are all the perks now? We are the ones working hard. Where are all the perks? The perks are no more there. Now your wife is now your mate. You can't talk to her anyhow. You have to treat her like a colleague, which you are okay with. But, auntie, do your work now.
It's nobody's work.
Do your work now.
As we wind down the conversation quickly, because you raised it, there's this traditional role whereas it's all what we've been talking about, it's all boiling into roles. But it's not a show, but it's a role in itself. And that is in that setting, who should even say good morning to the other in whether as a relationship or even as married people?
Who wakes up first?
Okay, so there are traditions, and what I know about tradition is that the lesser, I don't want to use the lesser being, do you understand? But the, what will I say? The junior is supposed to greet the senior, notwithstanding the situation. But I have also heard of situations where they say it is the person that is coming from outside that greets the person that they meet inside, notwithstanding whether they are father, mother, or child. There are roles like that. But there are some that daddy is daddy. Do you understand? There is respect. There is everything is given to the man because he provides.
Ajin, if this going by this your rule, I think I might have to, when I turn around, I see you. It's just who wakes up first now. Let's see. Let's keep sleeping.
If I walk into a building, for instance, now, maybe I walk into my office. If I don't have eye contact with you, I will not greet you.
Look,
Whether you're I know, don't stress me. What is wrong with your mouth that you cannot greet me too? Who's supposed to greet you first?
Look, the way we take away our traditional roles, we have to be careful because we're breaking a social fabric.
Yeah.
Because if everybody decides to do whatever they like, now you go call constitutional conference. Because whatever you are doing, I can do worse. I can do worse.
No, I'm sorry. I stand on the hill that this tradition was created by men.
Okay.
And they are the ones that will keep on hammering on traditional. Meanwhile, it can change. Things change.
So let me say that.
And it will change. It is changing.
Look, it will change because some people think that it is slave trade to do these things. But I can tell you now that there are women out there who are now realizing that becoming a breadwinner is not easy. When you put them in breadwinner situations, they quickly run back to baby girl because easy like that.
Okay. And that is how we say thank you very much to Ajin. Thank you, Wale. It's been a heated conversation. I really, truly enjoyed the conversation all the way. Thanks so much once again.
Pleasure.
And this is where we toss it back to you now, and it's over to you. Should a man take part in domestic chores, or should we be the alpha and enjoy some of those things because we go out there to provide? Let's read your comments.